Hello everyone. I don't even know if this is going to work, but we're going to find out. You'll notice I didn't start with, "Hey, what's up everyone?" because this is not that type of video. This is No Man's Sky on the PS4, and for all the flack it's getting, I think I'm finding a common thread. I'm sitting in my ship right now on a planet that was randomly generated out of 18 quadrillion possibilities. For me. Let's give that some thought. This game's engine can randomly generate star systems, landscape, terrain, weather, adverse conditions, positive conditions, all these things that can generate life forms. And people are complaining that everything looks the same. You know what? It's because it follows a set of rules, just like real science does. Go out into space. If we ever encounter life forms, we're going to find something that lives in fluid, not necessarily water, but it'll have some way to get nutrients to it through that water. It'll have a mouth, it'll have gills. And when we find another one someday, it too will have a mouth or gills or some way to get nutrients. It follows rules. This game has a set of principles and rules that I don't think the people trying to play it appreciate. I've seen a lot of, 5 tricks, 5 tips, the fastest way, first video is my favorite. I got to hear first. I did this first. This isn't that type of game. If that's the type of game you're looking for, you might want to go back to Call of Duty or Mario Kart, something more along your scientific knowledge speed. It's really annoying to see all those videos out there giving this game flack about what was promised, what was delivered. I didn't have any expectations with this game other than it's a neat idea. Like it used to be, before everyone started walking around thinking that the world owes them something. With that said, here's a really simple test to see whether or not you should play this game. Are you a Star Trek fan or a Star Wars fan? Just the title alone of those two genres should answer your question. If you're going to go into this game, run around blasting random stuff just because you have something that has a trigger on it, and assume that's the point of the game, good luck. You're not the fastest. Just like in real life, you're not the fastest, you're not the strongest. You don't have the best equipment. And in the grand scheme of things, you are a tiny little speck. And if nothing else, this game reminds you of that. A lot of the travel is in real time, or at least real time for the game. You'll try to travel from one system to another. You'll try to travel across the planet and think, wow, this is boring. And let's do some math here. In retrospect, you've maybe traveled, this thing uses units for distance, but you've maybe traveled a mile. So, again, much like in real life, it's not all about you. You're looking around on here, seeing all the space that you've covered, and I'm not done yet. I'm sure there's a pacifier somewhere on the ship. Go back and get it. This game is impressive. For all the people waiting for the PC version out so they can mod it and make it their own, you know what? I'm sure you're voting for 15 bucks an hour too while you're at it. Think about the science in this game. Think about the sense of exploration. There is no winning in this game. You're not going to be the first one to get to here and do it all. Is this game multiplayer? That's the big question everyone keeps asking. Multiplayer in the sense that there are other people in this galaxy, and please stop using universe. This game is based around a galaxy. When the game starts up and you see all the stars passing by, in real life, if you were looking at a star map, each one of those would be a galaxy. And each one of those galaxies will have a lot of stars in them. And each one of those stars may have the possibility for a planet. So, is this the universe? No, this is the galaxy in this game. Now, universe in the esoteric sense that of what you see and what you're encountering, sure. But you are not trying to get to the center of the universe. And here's a shock, you won't be there when you get there. is interaction in this game. I've only been playing this game for a few days, and I've seen discoveries that others have made. Let's think about the possibility of that ever happening. The chances that out of all the other people playing, someone and I cross paths in a galaxy where 18 quadrillion possibilities are available, that's impressive. I not only did it once, I did it twice. I've managed to jump across the same path this guy did twice. Last night, while my wife was playing, she played one level where she cut across a black hole. She managed to discover it just by looking around during the star map. That black hole had been discovered by someone else already. Think about that. Think about the astronomical chances of running across someone else's discovery. Now, are we both going to jump up and down and run around here and kill things together and name planets together and hold hands as we skip across the hills looking for something else to kill? No. But that's kind of the point of this game. This game is about self-exploration as much as it is about space exploration. Again, Star Trek versus Star Wars. Both of them good franchises in their own right. But Star Wars, in the title alone, tells you about the tempo. We're going to fly around, blast things. Everyone is going to have the best and the fastest. We're going to use the Force because, religion. Then there's Star Trek, which is about exploring. Yes, there's fights and space battles in Star Trek, but that's not the point of it. Anyone who's a decent Star Trek fan will tell you it's about the exploration. It is about furthering knowledge. And in Star Trek, they remind you every now and then just how insignificant we are as a species. Much less your opinion about the game, because you can't run around and shoot. And your space battle buddies can't get in there with you and cause trouble. There's a lot of people posting tips and tricks. How to get around this, how to defeat that. Something tells me that's their whole point in playing any game. They want to be able to share a video that says, I did this before anyone else. Doesn't matter why they did it or if they should have done it, just that they did. Maybe it's the meme generation, maybe it's the gamer mentality, but honestly, really, if you don't know about this game, don't waste everyone's time posting videos about how you're the first to do this, and you're the fastest, and you have a ship with 48 sections. That's nice. Kind of missing the point. And any one of the people who make that complaint and have ever played Minecraft need to rebury themselves. Just give yourself an after-action abortion and save us the trouble. Because this is an impressive resource hunting game, and you've played Minecraft with a bunch of badly, shittily rendered blocks, and somehow this game sucks. I don't think so. I think anything, after that, if you told me the sky was blue, I'd have to go out and check, because apparently you're not really there. So, what does this game have, though? A really impressive theme. Great idea. I think it was well executed. Now looking forward to all the PC modders making the game their own by adding the dinosaurs that we were promised, or being able to build stations, or being able to fly in a fleet and run around like a bunch of idiot pirates. Just go play something else. Call of Duty, I'm sure, is still as relevant as it was when it first came out, because they're all so different. Play something with simple, easy to follow instructions. See something in front of you, kill it. It'll make your day. This is not for you. I've seen people posting videos, how to get around faster. Well, it's because they figured it out. Do they give themselves credit for realizing that, well, these are genuine principles of science? If I travel above the atmosphere, there's less drag, so no matter how fast my ship will normally go in the atmosphere, I actually go faster above, like an ICBM. No, it's all about figuring out some weird cheat that now makes them special. about Snowflake. It works for everyone, and it works based on real science. You missed that part. And you'll miss every part of this game because of that. Your mining tool. It is not a blaster. They put a trigger on it so even you could relate to it. It's not a gun. It's a mining tool. It's no different than a pickaxe in some of the other games. And these are not inches to measure any kind of phallic members in. Having a ship with 30 slots versus 48 slots doesn't make you less of a person than the one other one is playing. Maybe they're exploring something different. Maybe their goals are different. The genius is trying to blow up the space station because, hey, it was in front of me and I'm playing the game. You guys are retarded. Just stop. Go play something else. Go play Mario Kart. Go play GTA 5. I'm sure Grand Theft Auto is your speed. Here's this wonderfully rendered environment with all kinds of interaction that I can destroy. That sounds like it's up your speed. There's another explorer. I don't know what their goal is, whether or not it's another player. What I do know is that I can see them. Could it be the classic non-playing character? Well, look, real science. He's leaving a trail. He's heating up as he enters the atmosphere too sharply. That's impressive as hell. That's some serious rendering to come up with that. It's just an idea. Think about it. I'm not trying to shoot him down. I'm not being a dick and trying to get in his way. I'm just appreciating it. But, you know, it used to be MTV generation or something they called it. Attention span of a hummingbird. They don't want to understand something. They just want to be able to be known for being the best at it. No one cares, little snowflake. You're not going to participation. Just stop giving the game so much hate because of your sense of expectation and the idea that you are special and you will be the first to do something. You're not. And this game will remind you of that again. Let's see where he's going. He's going to the space station. I'm pretty sure. I just don't understand the flack that this game is getting. These children, I don't mean their age, somehow there's no one because it wasn't what they expected. Hopefully you don't go to college anytime soon. You're going to learn a very harsh lesson, but it's going to sound really good. It's always barrels and it's possible to see another ship and not just arbitrarily shoot it down to see what happens. That is not exploration. That's Grand Theft Auto. I think I've got enough of my get off the lawn rant. Playing it, you don't like it, get your refund, uninstall it, don't get your refund, whine about it.